Alright, back to our motor. So I get this mark 0 and 6, and 6 and 7 on my piston. That's where I previously measured the clearances. I just don't remember if that's negative or positive. So all you gotta do is take your straight edge, see if it hits. Hear it hitting. Boom, boom. So that's a negative clearance we're hitting. Or it's positive, where it's up in the air. Depends on how you want to measure it. I call it negative, so that means I don't have a room. I have no clearance. It means I need to make it. So that means I can't run a 30 thou head gasket and no base. I only have 24 thou clearance. 22, 23, 23, 24, 24, and that one was 0 over there, so that'd be a lot of clearance. That'd be 30. Okay. Yeah, it's probably a little bit close when you really run it. So here's our gaskets. So we got a 30 thou head, we got a 10 and a 20 base. So right now we are running a clearance in here. We have a negative number, so we got to put gaskets in. I was going to run with no base. Okay, so I'll put a 10 base in it, 30 up here, and that'll give me my, I'll be 33, 34, and 40 over here. That's our clearance piston ahead, so that's enough. You want to try to keep at least 30 to be safe. My Buell I run 25 at 9,000 RPM, but it touches, so could be close. My flathead I can run 22.5, but it only turns 8,000, but it's a lighter piston. So you don't know what you can get away with until you run it and you see. When it starts tapping the head, you'll see a mark in there and you go, oh, too close. Alright, so right now I need some head gaskets. So I kept the old gaskets here. Not this twin cam one either. So these are our base gaskets that we took out, and these are our head that we took out. Damn. Okay, so the bases are 23, 24, 29 there, 24, 22, 23, 23. So they probably call those 20s. 40, 40, 42, 39. So we'll call these 40s. So we have 40 and 22. 62 thousandths. We're going to put 30 and 10 back in. That's 40. That's 22 thou difference. That is the thickness of the base gasket. That'll gain me probably half a point of compression by taking that 20 thou out of there. It's either an eighth or quarter point per 5, I forget the number. So if it's an eighth of a point, then that's a half a point. If it's a quarter point per 5, then we can gain a whole full point. So let's say it's half point more. So for any luck, this thing will get up to about 10 to 1. Don't hold your breath. Okay, let's see. We're going to mock up something. I'm going to mock up to 40 because that's the one we need. These are 40. We'll put these in there. Loosen these up. Put a little stainless washer here underneath this nut, so when you tighten it down it doesn't screw up the cylinder. Otherwise you can mark up the cylinder right where you don't want it on the gasket sealing surface. So I've upgraded the tool. It has been upgraded. Okay, 40 thou gasket. Missing a dowel. Okay, the parts tray for the missing dowel. It resembles a missing dowel. It's supposed to be tight. Oh well, here's what it is. Okay, there's our head. There's our other head. Even though I'm in a hurry to get this done, we got to do all this checking. No use going to the track and blow the motor up as soon as you warm it up. It's kind of a waste of time when you do that kind of crap. I might have done that more than once though. Not easily. Bolts 3 and 4. Yeah, I reckon you only need to put 2 bolts in, but that one does not. Okay, there it goes. That one's trying to cross through. It didn't go, unscrewed it, then went right back in and went screwed down. Don't force them. Get the right stuff. Let's see here. I need a 12-point half-inch quarter drive. There we go. Speed wrench. Speeder. So, quarter drive, small, universal, big long extension, and a ratchet. You like to get in here quickly and easy. So you can put it up here out of the way, spin it around like this real quick. Goes quickly this way. See how quickly it goes? And go on the other side now. Okay, heads are on. We need to double check our intake manifold fitment in here too. See how it lines up. So I gotta take the carb off to do that. I don't really like this style intake manifold, so I'm gonna see if I can find a different one. So I go up and hunt for that. Okay, so now I gotta put the rocker boxes in there. We need some push rods also. There's some push rods right here. These gotta be adjusted for length. Okay, where's the longest one? 4 different lengths. Here's our longest one. That's the front exhaust. Rear exhaust is next. You have to find out the next length of push rod the intake. close. But there is a difference. This one's longer by about 30 thou. Now I gotta figure out what the long one goes. So to know what the long one goes, we gotta look at our motor. So you look at your angle. Which one is straighter? You look at this angle, and you gotta look at the offset angle this way, here, coming out this way. So this one's offset pretty far to the inside. It has to come out about this far. This one here, it's almost directly shot down. This angle here, about that. This angle here is similar. I don't know. If I had to guess, I'd say this one. Oh, this is a longer one. Longer. This one's shorter. More direct length path. So now you get the angle. See, it's almost vertical. See how that one's almost vertical? And you look at your offset. See that one's got a big offset to it. See how this one's almost straight? So this is the shorter one. There you go. Process of elimination. If it's wrong, they're adjustable. Okay, now we need a rocker box assembly. These are our old gaskets here. Plenty enough for what I want to do with them. I have been known to reuse this kind of stuff. Put a little gasket cinch on it, put it together. These are metal. They don't go away, they don't change. Reuse them. Just gotta make sure you don't bend them. But they'll reflatten out. Put them on correctly helps too. I was going to clean these out, but I didn't do that. These have not been cleaned yet. Okay, we have to get the hole to line up. This must be the one that fell apart because it doesn't line up. Where's the notch at? Notch is over here. Notch has to line up with a bolt or it doesn't work. Here's our notch again. It's on the wrong side. Line the notch up. Okay, put that over here on top of that. Comes together. Need some bolts and washers. Okay, you got longs and shorts. Yeah, pull two of each, good. Long one's going to tall one, short one's going to lower one. Hey, we're up here. This sticks up taller, it takes a longer bolt. This one's recessed, drops down over here, takes a shorter bolt. Short bolt, long bolt. Get around until they line up. Gaskets have to line up. Those two are in. Okay, they're all started. Okay, I don't know if we're on the overlap or what cylinder we're on.